everyone, today I'm making sourdough bread with mix of and spices. Simple design, simple recipe, no needed. Everyone can succeed. Welcome to SaigoncookTravel. I am Saigoncook. I have full recipe written in the description box below. I use 375 grams of water, 100 grams of starter, 8 grams of salt. Stir them to mingle and then add 500 grams of flour. I use organic on-purpose flour. You can use bread flour if that's what you have. So I mix and let it rest for 30 minutes. Now I do first stretch and fold. At the first stretch and fold, I try to go around. You see, the dough is sticky now, so I use the water to help me go around without sticking too much. And then I grab one place and stretch and fold. I do like that around until I reach the other end, like a 3, 4, or 5 times. And that's it for the first stretch and fold. So I cover and let it rest for 45 minutes for the second stretch and fold. You can see after I do 4 times of this, then you don't need to knead anything. So 45 minutes up, now I do second stretch and fold. Again with my hands and stretch and fold. I go around like this again 4 or 5 times until I reach the other where I started. And that's it. I let it rest for 45 minutes again. And will be third stretch and fold. But instead of doing normal stretch and fold, I will do first coin fold my way. You see, I lift up and I roll the dough inside, and I swing to the other side and do the same thing, and turn 45 degrees and try to fold in and do the same thing the other side. You see, at this point, I do normal coin fold. And that's it. Let it rest for 45 minutes, and now I do the second coin fold. This time I'll make it on the counter. I spray water on the counter so that it's not sticky too much, and I dump the dough out, and I try to stretch the dough lengthwise like so. You see, my dough now is very stretchy and they are strong. So I will fold both sides and they meet in the middle. If you're watching me, say thank you for visiting and watching my video. It means a lot to me. On this channel, I try to share everything I know with you. So please share my video, like my videos, and subscribe. Thank you. So after I folding, I put it back in the bowl and tuck in a little bit. And I cover and let the bone fermentation. It will take about 3 hours. In our house, the temperature is 75 degrees Fahrenheit. So earlier I showed you the herbs that I'm using. And now after 3 hours of bone fermentation, the dough risen about 50%. I don't wait until it rises up to 100%. I'm afraid that it's overproof, because I will put in the press and they have more time to rise. Now I do lamination so that I can put the herb and spices on the dough. The dough behaves very well, very stretchy, but you please be gentle and careful and don't tear, because you will break the structure of the dough. So I'm happy with the rectangular, and I sprinkle onion flakes now. I'm using parsley, Italian seasoning, turmeric, ginger, black pepper. This is all the spices my husband used for his salad, and I took some from his. So I sprinkle on over the rectangle shape, and then now I move the dough to meet in the middle. I'm not so in the middle, but it's okay. You need to have the eyes to see where you land. Otherwise, it's not perfectly half like I were intended to. But it's okay. Now you have another layer to sprinkle your mix. If you're watching me, please tell me. Any question you have, you put in the comment section below, and I will answer you. Always my pleasure to answer and help in any way I can. Now I enclose the herbs and the seasoning, and I try to cover the end of the dough, because it will show the spiral there. Now I will do the Preshape. I put rice flour on my baneton. If you don't have rice flour, You can use a potato flour. When you use potato flour, it's whiter than rice flour, if that you want. So I go in the circle and stretching my dough from the edge to the center. I do so that my dough has a round shape because I use the round Benetton with the help of the bench scraper. I will lift the dough onto the basket with the beautiful side down, because tomorrow when I'm back, I will invert the dough out onto the parchment paper, and the nice side will show up on top, and that will be our appearance when the baking done. So I cover and I will let it go to the fridge. The next day I take it out and I redo the stitching to get more tension from the surface. I accidentally sprinkle some flour on the top, so now my dough doesn't stick to each other. So I will use the water to sprinkle some to get it stick together. In the meantime, I preheat the oven at 480 degrees Fahrenheit. When you bake sourdough, you need to learn your oven. What temperature is the comfortable for it to bake? I saw many people bake sourdough bread with very high temperature, and I did that, but my oven is very good, so I don't need that high. Only 475 degrees Fahrenheit is a good temperature for my dough. So I preheated at 480 to count some loosened heat. When I opened the door, took the Dutch oven out and put the dough in and then put back in the oven. On that thing I counted for 5 degrees losing. So now back to my dough. I try to tuck it in and I brush off on the flour on top so that it's ready to receive new rice flour. I cover now. This one where I bake, it will show up white. For this recipe, I am to help beginners to succeed when they started baking. So I will use very simple design by crisscross the surface, just two slashes on top. That one. And now the second. And I come back having it more prominent. And that's it. Very simple design. Next time, when we are in the mood, I will show you how to make with stalks or flowers or anything like that. Because we make sourdough and we having fun. Not only sourdough help with the health, taste very tasty and many benefits. And that's it. Now this dough is ready to go in the Dutch oven, which I only took out just now. And I drop my dough in. I close it for now, but I will take an ice cube to put in. This will help the dough rise. And put it back in the oven, and I bake first bake 475 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes, and then with the lid on. Then I take the lid off and bake 475 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. And the color, it look beautiful, and I tap in it, have the sound of baking. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye bye.